Welkom bij het adojournaal.
So, ladies and gentlemen, representatives of the clubs, dear members of the media, welcome once more to UEFA and to the House of European Football. And now, let us proceed with the draw for this year's second qualifying round of the UEFA Europa League that will culminate in the final to be played on Wednesday, 9th of May, in the new National Arena in Bucharest in Romania. I wish you all the very best of luck. And to assist me with the draw, please welcome on stage the head of UEFA's club competitions, Michael Hessenschwert. Here he is.
Hello again, Jenny.
Michael,
Thank you.
welcome back.
Thank you, Jenny, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just like to start in order to give you a quick update on the attendance today. All the clubs involved in today's draw are present, with 3 exceptions. It's the following clubs. It's Olympiakos Voulon FC from Greece, KS Flamurtari from Albania, and NK Varazdin from Croatia, not present. Regarding the technical procedure, I would just quickly like to inform you that all the information regarding the draw, such as the dates of the matches, deadlines for communicating venues and kickoff times, as well as the seeding of clubs and draw principles, have been made available, and we would kindly ask you to refer to these documents. Any fixture reversals or changes of dates will be communicated in writing to your club and national association on Tuesday, 21st of June 2011. So now let me explain the technicalities of the draw procedure. The 80 teams have been split into 8 groups of 10 teams each. In each group, 5 teams are seeded and the remaining 5 are unseeded. As far as seeding is concerned, the regulations stipulate that if a club in the first qualifying round has an individual club coefficient high enough to be seeded in the second qualifying round, then the winners of the match involving this club are automatically seeded for the second qualifying round draw. In this respect, given their club coefficient, Fulham FC, IF Elfsborg, Tromsø IL, St. Patrick's Athletics FC, Qarabağ FK, Jagiellonia Białystok, FK Rabotniki, Alesunds FK, FC Spartak Trnava, FC Dynamo Tbilisi, FC Honka Espoo, NK Varazdin, or their opponents in the first qualifying round will be entitled to be seeded in the second qualifying round. This means that the result of today's draw will not change due to the results of the first qualifying round. Before starting, I would like to inform you that we have used a computer system to prepare the groups, which respected all the draw principles, such as clubs belonging to the same national association do not play against each other, seeding of clubs, an equal number of clubs that are seeded and unseeded. Therefore, please note that all the clubs within the 8 groups have been ordered randomly and identified by a number 1 to 5 for the seeded teams and 6 to 10 for the unseeded teams. 2 balls will be prepared, one containing the balls with slips of paper numbered 1 to 5 for the seeded teams, and the other containing the balls with slips of paper numbered 6 to 10 for the unseeded teams. A ball will be taken from each ball and placed in an empty ball in the middle, where they will be shuffled. One of the 2 balls is drawn at random, then opened to display the number it contains. The second ball is drawn to complete the pairing. The result of this draw applies for all 8 groups, 1 to 8. The same procedure is carried out with the remaining balls to complete all the pairings. We can now proceed with the draw to see how it works. May I now ask Jenny to start with the draw?
Yes, let's start immediately with the draw. I just invite you once again to have a look at the paper that you have received with the different groups and with your position in the group, so you will immediately be able to follow where you have been drawn and against whom you have been drawn. But let's start.
Let's start, ready?
We have spoken enough. Now we have to act. And the first one is number 10. Number 10 playing at home versus
the teams in position number 2.
Number 10 versus number 2. And let's have a look at what this means in practical terms. You can see it. Banans or Metallurgy Rustavi against Jagiellonia Bialystok or Irtysh Pavlodar. So these were the four most complicated ones. So that's done. Then Kups Skopje or Gaz versus Gaz Metan Medias from Romania. Then UNS Dogana from San Marino versus Rabotnički or Transnarva. Then Shakhtar Soligorsk versus Ventspils. Then Domzale versus RNK Split. Next one is FK Rad or Trepene versus Olympiakos Volum. Then FC Vaduz from Liechtenstein versus FK Vojvodina from Serbia. And finally FH from Iceland versus CD Nacional from Portugal. So this is the first series of draws. We go on to the second one. Which is number 9. Number 9. After 10 we have 9.
Yeah. And after 2 we have got 1.
Exactly. 9 versus 1. Again in each group. So let's see what this means in practical terms. It means Sudova versus Elfsberg or Fola Esch. Then Minsk or Olympic Suvelan versus Gaziantepspor. Then Örebro versus Sarajevo. Then Budućnost or Flamurtari versus Jablonec. Next one is Differdange 03 from Luxembourg versus Levadia Tallinn from Estonia. Then New Saints or Cliftonville versus Midtjylland from Denmark. Then Rudar Pavlivia versus FK Austria Wien. Then Paxi SA or Santa Coloma versus Daugava Daugavpils or Tromsø. And this was the second draw. We go on. We go on. With the next one, which is number 6. Number 6.
They will play against position number 5.
6 against 5. There are some people already very happy. But let's see the confirmation, because you never know. 6 against 5 means Metallurg Skopje versus Lokomotiv Sofia. Or it means as well Iskra Stal versus Varagin or Lusitans. Then Crusaders versus Fulham or Runavik. Then KR or IF Fuglafjordur versus MSK Zilina. Then KF Tirana versus Spartak Trnava or FK Zeta. Then Kekskemeti from Hungary versus Aktobe. Then Slask Wroclaw versus Dundee United. And finally, TPS Turku versus Westerlo from Belgium. Second last. Second last pairing. Number 7.
Against number 4.
Number 7 against number 4. Nobody's jumping.
Not this time.
This time, let's see what it means. It means Sant Julia from Andorra versus Bnei Yehuda from Israel. Tauras versus Ado Den Haag. Lianelli AFC versus Dinamo Tbilisi or Milsami Orhei. FK Mika versus Valerenga Football. Ulysses FC or Ferencváros versus Alisund or Neath. BK Häcken or UN Kerjenk 97 versus Honka Espö or Nome Kalju. FC Koper or Shakhtar Karagandi versus IBV or St. Patrick. Ksetsar Lenkaran from Azerbaijan versus Tel Aviv from Israel. And we go for the last one.
Last one, ready?
The last one. Last ball. Beautiful Europa League. Little ball, as you can see. And we have number 8, which should play against.
If there is no surprise, and there is none, number 3.
Number 8 against number 3.
Wow.
Fantastic. Zelechnikar versus Sheriff. Renova or Glentoran versus Vorskla Poltava. Floriana versus AEK Larnaca. Sirokibriek or Olympia versus Bohemian. Liepājas Metallurgs versus Salzburg. FC Gagra versus Anorthosis. IBI Straymur versus Banga or Karabakh. Birkirkara or Valencia versus FC Thun from Switzerland. So, we managed to go through it. And this completes indeed the draw for the second qualifying round matches that will be played on 14th and 21st of July 2011. The 40 winners of the second qualifying round will be qualified for the first qualifying round, and the draw will take place on 15th of July at 1:30 here in Lyon. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck and all the best. Bye-bye.